Of course, there are many security threats out there. They're all trying to get into your systems, computers, and servers, outside, inside, and everywhere else. So we'll now cover four of the main categories. First is malware. Malware is a short term for malicious software. So it can be things like viruses, worms, trojans, spyware, rootkits, adware, ransomware, and actually many different types. We will spend a lot of time talking about malware. Actually, we're going to spend an entire section when we cover malware, so stay tuned. And we're also going to spend an entire lesson on each of these different genres that I've listed, right? So let's move on. So we have unauthorized access. Now, just like in the last lesson when we talked about authorization, if you can break authorization, you gain unauthorized access. This typically happens when you can access a computer resource or its data, and it happens without the owner's permission. So if you can walk past that security guard and pass the front door, that would violate your physical security, and it would be a kind of unauthorized access. However, if you can guess a user's password and log into their system pretending to be them, it is considered as well unauthorized access, except in the logical domain. So the third category is called system failure. So this will happen when a computer crashes or a single application fails. We used to call it the dreadful blue screen of death, or BSOD. Well, this is because in Windows XP, whenever the system crashes, you get a bright blue screen with a little white text explaining why it crashes. And this happens quite frequently on many Windows systems, so it became a prank in the community called the blue screen of death. The fourth category of security threats is social engineering. Social engineering is the act of manipulating a user into disclosing confidential information or performing other actions that could be harmful to the user or the user's company. One of the ways that this is happening is through phishing. Let's say you receive an email saying that you're making money or your PayPal account has been hacked. Of course, there are countless other ones floating around out there. But the important thing is there's a link in this email, and if you click on that link, it will take you to a login page. It looks just like your bank or your PayPal or whatever they are trying to simulate. So you enter your username and password and click login. But instead of giving this information to your bank, you've just given it to a criminal. Well, it's a form of social engineering that uses technical capacity. So another example would be if I start going to an office and I appear at the front door with a big brown box in my hand and wear a brown shirt, just like a delivery man. Well, you can open the door and let me pass the security and deliver my package, but I wasn't really authorized to be there. Actually, I don't work for the delivery company. Instead, I just try to break into your building and bypass your security so I can infiltrate your network. See, so social engineering is actually a really fun topic to talk about, and we're going to spend some time on it later on.